Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new podcast called the 2 Minute Warning. Obviously, this is going to be the NFL show that we do on a weekly basis. As I did discuss yesterday with the lads on chat, I said, we've just spoken about NFL last week. We had a good discussion. Let's do this every single week. We've added a new sport on AN Sports, guys. Come on, let's go. Raphael and King are back again on the channel. King, first and foremost, how are you doing, my G? King.
Oh, what did you say at the end? I missed the last
No,
bit.
no. I said, I said, how you doing, my G? That's what I said.
Oh, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad.
Now
I
you
just
good.
I got a little distracted, but yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Brilliant weekend of sports. Obviously NFL in mixed in between, but yeah, we'll talk about it more. My Eagles won, just, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
crazy things happened on the weekend and on that game.
and Raphael as well. Welcome back, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Last week was a good talk, wasn't it? And I enjoyed it, man. And let's go, man. Let's go.
All right.
Good to be back. But guys, anyways, make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. Sub to the channel. We're getting ever so closer to 450 subs, guys. We're literally 26 subs away, I think, or 16 subs away, if I'm not mistaken. How many subs away? I'm not so sure. But listen, let's get there, people. One sub to 435, and 16, I think, to 450. Guys, also, first and foremost, make sure you guys go sub to African King Academy. I will put the link in the title, people. African King Academy, as always. And yeah, obviously NFL, we're back. We'll start off with the Eagles game, King, since it was the opening game. I wonder your thoughts on how that game went, and obviously your thoughts on just the Eagles. So how they looked so far this season, bro. Talk to me.
We were poor for the most part. I think. I don't think we were at our scintillating best. It didn't help at the start that Jalen Carter made one of the dumbest mistakes I've ever seen on an NFL field, spitting at a man before the first play is even done. So your best defensive piece gets taken out. So you're already down in that sense. So your defense is pretty much not the same level as it should be. Offensively, we were good. I think we were okay offensively. I think we did some good things, but our defense suffered from that loss. And then yeah, I just think we won the game, but I feel like if CD Lamb had a better fourth quarter and played to the level that he should do, we would have lost that one. In all honesty, I think the Cowboys were the better team for the most part. And if it wasn't for those couple of drops from CD Lamb, it could have been a completely different story. We got away with one. We got out of there with a win, and yeah. Some would say, well, it's what champions do, but at the same time, early ill discipline, a couple things that I didn't really like in throughout the game, and if we play like that, if we continue to play at that level, we're not gonna be champions again, especially with the likes of the Commanders and the Packers and stuff on our side of the conference. Outside of that, yeah, man, just good to get a first week win, and then yeah, we'll move on to the next one. It's one of those ones where it's early, everyone's a bit, not 100%, so just get away with the win there, really. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say.
And Ruff, what's good, my guy? What do you think about that game, bro? Eagles versus the Cowboys to start the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think King's pretty much spot on. Like they won, and I mean they. I don't know if I'd say Dallas deserved it, but you have to play better, you know. Jalen Carter. I mean, like King said, it's just ridiculous. I mean, like even ignoring just that's like just despicable to spit at another man in general. Like from an athlete's perspective, like to get yourself ejected before the first play of the season because you can't control your emotions is just it's really poor. It's so poor.
Yeah, and obviously that was the headline of the start. I mean, obviously, the first game of the season, like you mentioned, bro, professionalism. You know,
100%.
you want to go into the new season with confidence, with hope, and
Yeah.
then you just
And
go
it,
on
it
and
didn't end up
feel
costing
like,
them as much as it could have because Dallas doesn't have a run game, so it didn't really affect them. But if you play a team who can actually expose
yeah,
your best defensive player missing the game, then it could look a lot different if you play like the Ravens. So they got away with one there for sure. And then I mean, like King said, the CeeDee Lamb drop was just extremely uncharacteristic.
yeah, no, 100%, bro. I mean, I think the Eagles did okay. I don't think it was their best game. I'll be honest with you. When I watched the highlights, I don't think it was their best game.
No.
I think it could have been a better defensive performance by the Eagles. I thought the Eagles maybe it was just a hangover start, in my opinion. I know it sounds crazy because obviously you guys won the game, but I don't think you guys have clicked into gear yet. Like I said, it's the first game week. Like you're not really gonna click into gear the moment the season starts. Obviously, it was your ring night, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was your championship ring night, right? If I'm not mistaken, like you guys, it was the first home game back since the Super Bowl, like I mentioned earlier before.
Yeah.
It wasn't always going to be the best game, but you got over the line and you scraped by. And to be fair with you, the win was just the most important thing. You didn't really need to play. You didn't really need to be perfect. In my opinion, I don't think the Cowboys are going to be all that this season. So I think I don't think you played your best game still. That's just what I think, though. Unless you want to add that. The weather messed everything up, and I agree the Eagles need to be better. Big up to you, Justin. Big up to you, bro. Hope you're well, man. Justin, if you're free, I'll send you the link, bro. If you're free, I'll send you the link. And you come on and talk about the NFL if you want as well, bro.
Oh yeah, there was a delay of game, wasn't it, during that game? I swear, if I remember correctly.
Not
Yeah,
so sure.
there was an hour delay. There was an hour delay.
Oh yeah,
because of the lightning.
yeah.
Yeah. So
There was
Justin
one
is
in
right.
Carolina, I think, as well.
Yeah, there was a delay during the game.
Yeah, but I think just as a preface to like the rest of the show as well, I think it's important to understand that NFL Week 1 means the least of anything because
100%, bro.
teams never play as well as they should in Week 1. I mean, look at Cincinnati as an example. The last time they had a good Week 1 was over a decade ago.
Yeah.
So I think it's just important. Week 1 is, you have a new offensive system, you have a new defensive play calling, you have new play callers, new quarterbacks, new offensive skill position players. Week 1 is so volatile. And obviously you want to get started on a win, and winning is good. But I think for the grand prospect, even if your team played bad, it's important to remember it's just Week 1 and a lot will change.
Agreed. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because obviously Saquon Barkley is Saquon Barkley. You obviously you don't expect the very best from him in the first game. You don't expect Jalen Hurts to be on his A game, from minute 1. All you needed to do was just win at home, rivalry game.
I did think Hurts looked pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't think it was his greatest game.
No, but he got the job done, I think. Yeah, that's what he's done his whole career,
I think when come playoff time, I think he'll step it up for sure. I don't think regular season is his game, to be honest with you. I don't think he is that man in the regular season. I think in the playoffs, yeah, for sure, 100%. Like he's gonna be that guy in the playoffs for sure, for definitely. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the Eagles versus the Cowboys game. Next, you want to move on to the next game, or you want to wait for Justin to be in, and we'll move on.
I got one more thing though. I will say this. I feel like we need to add extra emphasis on what Jalen Carter did because he's very lucky he didn't get suspended.
He did get for one game, I think.
Only one game.
Yeah, he got fined a week's wages and got a 1-game suspension.
That is mad.
1-game suspension.
So
he's missing the Chiefs game.
No, I think hold on, let me make sure I got this right because I read about it this morning.
Yeah.
Wait, so just to correct, it was Eagles play that spat onto the on the play.
Oh no, so
okay,
so he got fined a week's wages and suspended for 1 game, but they counted this Dallas game where he got ejected as the suspension, which doesn't really make sense to me. But
so he just got away with it, which is crazy to me because it should have been a multi-game because you can't spit at someone else, regardless of what what's his name?
Dak.
Dak did beforehand. He just
Although
spat on the
I
floor.
didn't see anything that Dak did other than spit on the floor.
I think he probably spat on the floor. He said a couple things, and he spat on the floor towards him. So
Oh, I
he was,
suppose. Yeah, but you
yeah,
can't spit at a man.
yeah.
I mean,
You
I
can't
remember
do
there was a game in last. I don't know if you guys are huge college football viewers. There was a
Not
game
really.
last year, Oregon against Ohio State, early in the season. And one of the Oregon players got himself ejected within the first quarter for spitting at an Ohio State player. You know, you
That's-
just cannot do that. Like, obviously, you can never do that. It's never acceptable. But let alone in a game like that.
Hmm. Justin, was good, bro. How you been, man?
I didn't want to interrupt their conversation, so that's why I stayed quiet for a second.
Don't worry, man. I hope you're well, man. I hope you're well, bro. Thoughts on the Eagles Chiefs game? Sorry, Eagles Chiefs game. Eagles versus Cowboys game. Excuse me. Eagles Cowboys game. Did you watch it and how did you feel about it?
I watched it because I have Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team. So, I'm just gonna say this from what I said in the chat, and I stick by it. The weather messed everything up. You had a lightning delay for like an hour. Here's the thing, if it was gonna lightning, why couldn't it lightning like way before the game, and then that way never mess up the, I don't know. Eagles got the win, yes. CeeDee Lamb kind of looked like the CeeDee Lamb of old, except for the fourth quarter, yes, but I don't know. They need to be better. That's all I'm gonna say.
100%.
Fair enough, bro. I mean, yeah, like I said, you're not going to be perfect on week one. You're not always going to be perfect on week one. It's going to be more game week 2 or 3 onwards. That's where everyone starts stepping it up. Like I said, it's the first game back. You know, you're not going to be fresh off of summer. You know what I mean? Everyone's hardly played. You've only just had preseason, and then now everyone's going to start playing again. It's only going to take some time to get back into a full rhythm again. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, the next game we're going to talk about is, I mean,
Chiefs Chargers.
yeah, actually, yeah, the Chiefs. I'll start with this one. I can't lie. I think the O-line let Pat Mahomes down big time. I think Pat Mahomes was amazing as usual, but the offensive line let him down big time. Pat Mahomes was obviously cooking his game. He plays his good game, but the only issue is Travis Kelce. You know, you have all these other guys, yeah, on the offensive line. They didn't step it up. Week 1, like I mentioned already before, it wasn't it wasn't their very best offensive line game, and I think defensively, I think they let the Chargers cook him too easily defensively. I think defensively the Chiefs were really poor defensively, in my opinion. I think the Super Bowl, I think the Super Bowl has kind of showed how awful the Chiefs defense really is and has been, if you know what I'm trying to say. I think the Chiefs are really, really vulnerable on the defensive end. That's just my thoughts on that. Really, that's all I can really say. And I think the Chargers did a good job. The Chargers did very, very well. They played a really good game, and yeah. Anyone want to go next? Justin, you want to go next?
Look, all I'm gonna say is YouTube put on a great game for this past Friday night. I'm sorry. I don't care if the Chiefs win or lose. I don't really give a damn about the Chiefs. I'm sorry. I know I got Chiefs fans on my Facebook page, and I just don't give a damn about the Chiefs. I was so flippin' happy that they lost the Super Bowl last year, and I'm so happy that they lost in Brazil on Friday.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was in Sao Paulo as well, wasn't it? It wasn't actually in America. Fair enough.
Yeah. All I will say is, I don't think the Chargers are gonna do anything spectacular throughout the rest of the season. Yeah, they got the win over the Chiefs, but the Eagles did it first, so I don't know.
Is this? Sorry, go on. Finish.
No, I'm done now.
I was just gonna ask: is this the first time the Chiefs have lost on week 1 for how many years?
A long time.
Very- very long
No, the last time they lost week 1 was 2 years ago against the Detroit Lions,
Oh, that's actually right. Yeah, they lost. Yeah,
and it was at Arrowhead Stadium.
that was that
This is their first week 1 road loss. Yes, but that's not their first. This is not their first week 1 loss.
Okay. Ralph, you want to go next, bro?
I thought Mahomes was really good in the second half. I didn't think he was that amazing in the first, to be honest. But then again, you got to take everything I say about Mahomes with a grain of salt, since I'm a big Chiefs hater.
Yeah. Same. They've just been
But like I said, I thought he was really good in the second half. I thought the first half was, old, kind of the Mahomes you've gotten used to over the last 2 years. Just a really inconsistent deep ball.
Yeah.
Mainly like a check down guy, a screen guy. I do find it. I mean, this is more of an opinion, but I find it ridiculous that Mahomes of all people is so good with his legs. I've watched this guy his entire career, and I still don't understand why he of all people is so effective scrambling on third down. Because he's not the fastest, he's not the strongest, he's not the most agile, but for some reason, he's untackleable on third and long. It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think I'll ever understand it.
Hey, Raphael, you know who Patrick Mahomes reminds me of?
Go on.
Lamar Jackson.
I mean, he might be harder to tackle in the open field than Jackson.
But there's a difference between him and Patrick. Lamar can't get it done in the big games.
No, that's true. And then I mean, I do wonder what the outlook is for this KC offense, because Rashee Rice is serving suspension. Xavier Worthy is dead for at least the next 5 weeks. It's not looking good anyway. I think he might.
Thanks to Travis Kelce beating him up.
Thanks to Travis Kelce. So I do wonder what the outlook there is for the future, because Mahomes is good, but I do know, obviously, Andy Reid is a miracle worker, and I still have faith that they will be like a favorite going into the postseason. But I am curious to see what happens now with Hollywood Brown and not even DeAndre Hopkins anymore. Sorry, and Juju Smith-Schuster is like the only real receiving target.
Yeah, Juju Schuster. Yeah, he wasn't very good. He wasn't very good that day.
No, he was all right, but nothing special. And then what you said about the defense is the only thing I would really disagree with. I think these last few years have shown me that like the Chiefs defense with Spagnuolo is just not something you take. You got to take them seriously. They are really good.
Right.
I know they didn't really show it in that game, but I think that's more down to this is not what the Chiefs what the Chargers looked like last year offensively. Last year they were like a super run heavy offense because Greg Roman loves to run the football with a little bit of play action. Today we saw, not today. I can't speak for some reason. Last week was the first time in a long time that we've seen Greg Roman run a pass first offense. It was like play action first and then the run to like set up the play action, not the run first and then the play action to take advantage. But I do think this Chiefs this Chiefs defense is going to be just fine with Spagnuolo, and they have a lot of talent. I think it's less talent than they've had in recent years, sure, but I mean Spagnuolo sat down MVP Lamar Jackson to I don't even know how many points 2 years ago in the playoffs. So yeah, I still have faith in the Chiefs defense to turn things around 100%.
King?
Yeah, I agree with most of the sentiments. I think Mahomes is Mahomes. I think his ability to scramble, his ability to get the craziest of craziest pass off in that second half shows the level that he's at. To be honest, the scrambles reminded me of what Jalen Hurts was doing in the Dallas game. Like you think, oh, you've got them, but then he just gets he gets through the chains. He gets that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing I don't understand is with Hurts. Hurts coming out of Oklahoma was a run first, pass second quarterback. Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels is a run first quarterback. Lamar Jackson, I mean, teams considered him a wide receiver coming out.
Mm.
For all these guys, it makes sense why they're so hard to, guard on 3rd and 10. But Mahomes, I mean, he's, like I said, he's not fast, he's not strong, he's not agile. He is not someone who should be known for his legs, but you genuinely cannot stop him from running on 3rd and 10. I mean, I've seen this guy pick up like 3rd and 20s, and you just look around and you're like, there's no way there's
no
this
way.
much space in the open field. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, closing him down is very, very hard. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, especially Pat Mahomes, he can run the football well himself. He doesn't need to pass it. He can run it himself. He's also a rushing quarterback as well. He's
Exactly.
as well as a regular quarterback. Like he can do all sorts of things, and that's why you can't take Pat Mahomes lightly. You have to close him down. I know I mean, there are occasions where he can be sacked. You know what I'm trying to say? But
Oh,
the
for
problem, but the problem is, it takes a really good defense to do it. It takes a really, really good defense, like the Eagles in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They didn't give Pat Mahomes enough time. They just went straight away. You know what I'm trying to say? They didn't hesitate. The the Eagles defense was one of the best I've seen in recent times watching the Super Bowls. So yeah, I can only really say about the Chiefs. They just, like I said, the offensive line let Pat Mahomes down. That's all I can really put it. I know that I don't think the Chiefs are finished. No, if anyone say the Chiefs are done, I don't think so. I think this right here just proves that I think the Chiefs might need to fix a few pieces in their team. They might need to make a few changes in their team. Obviously, like I mentioned before, Travis Kelce, is he going to be the same player as he was a couple of years ago? I don't know for sure. Juju Smith-Schuster, you know what I mean? Is he going to be the same player as he was last season? He didn't look like he had a good first game. He was okay. But the Chiefs need to sort their offensive line. And as Shivan mentioned right here, Chiefs need to work in their run game. Because Pat Mahomes can't keep throwing the football. You can't keep throwing the football. Pat Mahomes, like this is why the offensive line let him down. It's because he kept on throwing it. There was no one trying to run it. The offensive line couldn't run. The running backs, the wide receivers, they just couldn't do much. They can only do what they could do. Pat Mahomes did his thing. The rest of them, sorry, let him down.
I am interested in your guys' takes on, because Mahomes is like well known, right, for drawing unsportsmanlike conduct fouls by like running out of bounds just barely and letting himself get hit. And then when he doesn't, he's like conditioned defenders not to hit him at all when he's running, because he's so good at getting penalties called on them that he can now. I mean, there's a clip of like one of his runs in the second half, and the defender just stands there and doesn't even try to tackle him. So Mahomes just lowers his shoulder and trucks him. And I'm curious as to what you guys think I mean, is there anything the NFL can do to avoid that? Because obviously you don't want the QB getting hurt, but how can you expect the defender to like just stand there and take hits, but he's not allowed to dish back? You know what I mean?
Justin?
Actually, I'll let King go first on this one, because I know he was starting to talk about the game on Friday, so I'll let him go first on this one.
King going, bro.
Oh, that's an interesting question, to be honest. I feel like sometimes it feels like in the NFL the QB is probably too much protected, but I think the NFL in itself has become a league that's too protected in everything it does. I mean, when it comes to holding calls in terms of wide receivers versus cornerbacks, you're less roughness in that area of the field. You can't even taunt anymore. You get flagged for that. So I feel like the NFL has become a much softer league over time. And I think it comes down to them trying to be a much more worldwide product and more safety orientated. So the bigger the business expands, you could see it even with the Brazil game. Obviously, they had the game in Brazil. In order for them to continue that, they can't afford to have the same issues that they've had in the past, especially with CTE and stuff like that. So I'm gonna lie, it's a kind of thing of it's a catch-22 for them. maybe they're too safe, but at the same time, they don't want to have those same things in terms of the past, where certain players have certain incidents, and it makes the NFL look bad when they're trying to expand into new countries, and maybe even look to have teams in new countries as well, and maybe even expand the teams at some point and expand the sport to go worldwide. It's just it's a byproduct of the international expansion, I think, and them trying to make more money. That's always
Interesting.
it gets more. You look at the NFL, it seems to get more safe the more money they try to make. That's why I look at it like.
Justin?
Yeah, everything that King said, I'll agree with. I'll add on one more thing to that.
Yeah.
Last year, if I'm not mistaken, the Eagles and the Packers played internationally as well for their kickoff game. And Jordan Love got hurt during that game. So I think the NFL did a good job with this of not having Patrick Mahomes, do everything and not have. Okay, first of all, I watched last minutes of this game when Justin Herbert was running down that field. I swear I thought he was gonna get injured.
Yeah.
Like when he slid, I swear he was gonna get injured. And
I mean, someone's gonna die playing a MetLife in the World Cup this summer.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
a player
yeah.
will die on the field.
Oh no, yeah. I'm just glad there was no injuries coming out of this. As far as what can the NFL do to stop this, they're not going to stop this. Like the NFL referees, I swear, are on the Chiefs' payroll.
Yeah,
100% agree with that.
Everything that Patrick Mahomes does. Oh,
flag.
Oh, flag. On the other team, you're not gonna get penalized. We want you to win the Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden, I swear, the Chiefs and Taylor Swift, the refs and Taylor Swift are on the Chiefs' payroll now that Taylor Swift's gonna be married to a Chief. So, nope. I'm sorry. There's nothing that they can do, and I'll be shocked if Patrick Mahomes gets a flag on him during the Eagles game this weekend, which he won't. I bet you he won't.
No.
I'll add to that as well. I think the NFL has really become a quarterback central game.
I mean, they're the ones who sell,
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, no one's buying a ticket to watch Lane Johnson, even though he's, the greatest tackle to ever do it to some extent.
Yeah. And obviously Jerry Rice as one of the greatest wide receivers ever. And
I mean, you're paying money to watch Jalen Hurts with Patrick Mahomes. No,
you're paying money to watch these quarterbacks. And when you're talking about NFL, you talk about quarterbacks. The quarterbacks are the first name. You're talking about Tom Brady. You're talking about Pat Mahomes. You're talking about Peyton Manning,
Eli Manning.
Yeah, Eli Manning, all these guys. And obviously Aaron Rodgers, and Joe Montana and all these guys. The only thing the issues I have is I think like King mentioned, they protect the quarterbacks way too much.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many calls when I watch the Chiefs or when I watch certain other teams, they miss so many calls.
Yeah.
There were times where the Chiefs were just pulling helmets at times and were just trying to they were how do you say it? How do you add it? They're trying to create a pass interference moment in the end zone at times, and the Chiefs get away with it a lot of times. I speak for the Chiefs because the Chiefs are the ones that's getting most of the calls. Like let's just be real. I watched so many Super Bowls in the last few years. The Chiefs are the ones that's getting the most calls. People used to say, "Oh, it was the Patriots." It was not the Patriots. It was the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the ones that's getting the most calls I've ever seen. The Patriots back then just had a really, really good team. People just hated on it. Now the Chiefs are here. They're getting that New England Patriots treatment now. They're getting that New England Patriots treatment now that we used to get back then. So, yeah, like I said, it's a quarterback-central game. The quarterback gets the most protected. They're the ones who get the easiest calls. Once they get tackled or once they get, how do you say it? Once they rough the passer, that's what they call roughing the passer. I can't really understand like why they're the one getting all the calls, but there's wide receivers there. There's a there's running backs there that also get the exact same tackle, the exact same foul, but they're not being called. Why is it not the same energy for everyone? Is my first question. Why is it not the same treatment for other players? Because sometimes, I remember one time the Patriots drew a play. It was, I think, the running back that threw a ball. I think, if I'm not mistaken, or was it running back or was it the wide receiver that threw the ball? It wasn't.
It's probably Edelman.
Yeah, it was Edelman.
Edelman
Either
threw
against the
ball.
Ravens or the Eagles.
Yeah. So this is what I mean. So if he gets if he gets pushed like Tom Brady does, why isn't he getting the same treatment? Is my question, because he's the passer, right? He made that pass.
Yeah,
So the pass
Tom Brady flea flicked it to him, and he was like, "Here, Edelman, you throw."
Yeah, so this is what I mean. It's almost as if if he makes the pass and he gets the exact same foul as Tom Brady did, why is the energy all of a sudden shifted to Tom Brady and not Julian Edelman? You know what I'm trying to say? You're trying to give more of the you're trying to give quarterbacks all the attention, all the treatment, and all in the world. Cool, they're the main guys on the team. Let's just be real. They're the main guys.
Because
on the team.
it's like I said, that the refs are on the Chiefs' payroll.
No, it's not just the Chiefs' payroll though. I think it's the quarterbacks in general get away with it a lot.
They do.
So that's
I mean, it's a different sport to what it was like even 15 years ago.
It's the best quarterbacks that get the decision. So in
because it's about protecting your assets.
Yeah. So it's the ones that make them the most money. Your Mahomes, your Lamar Jacksons, your
Josh Allen.
Bro, Josh Allen and roughing the passer.
Yeah.
My lord.
Yeah, you can't touch them. You can't touch them because that's the money. Those are the money players, and because of that, that's what the NFL needs to protect. So they don't really care, and they probably even tell the refs, "Listen, you're gonna have to make sure that he's safe by the end of it. You don't want him to get injured." That's their thinking.
Why do some people hype college football or NFL? I think Random Man answered it well. That's where the up-and-coming talent is. U.S. high schools and colleges invest so much breeding the next generation of NFL talent. Absurd. Exactly. That's why.
I mean, I personally don't think college football is as fun as the NFL. I'm a significant
I hear you.
College football has grown on me in recent years because I think you have to really be really into the draft to care about college football because like Rand said, that is where the young guys are. And I think it's really fun to watch on a Saturday and see oh, this guy, I think this guy can make an impact on an NFL field. Whereas if you only watch it as a microcosm, it's just not as good quality, right? The quarterbacks aren't as good, the linemen aren't as good, the receivers aren't as good. So on its own, it's not the same sport. It's not as fun, but you got to view it as a continuation, kind of.
But do you think it's more March Madness, the people tune into? Really?
I mean, March Madness is huge because I honestly, I need to be honest with you. I couldn't care less about college basketball. I don't watch any college sports other than college football.
Because
I think the draft in in football is so much more important than the draft in other sports, and that's why. Because in basketball, sure you can there's high school, so there's going to be players from high school. B, the talent is so spread out in college basketball that you could watch 2 top seeds and there's going to be one player who's going to make the NBA on that team. Whereas if you watch the number 1 against the number 2 college football team, there's going to be double-digit future NFL players on that field. Yeah, that's my take anyway.
He says that they have a separate video game.
Yeah, because again, it's different sports. They have they have different rules and
different rules. Yeah, different players. Yeah, same college football for me. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But we're gonna move on now to the next game, and I think you know where I'm gonna go to, and I think you know where I'm going.
Wait, before we move on, I do want to quickly. I didn't get to talk about the Chief game.
Please do. Please do, bro.
I do feel that the Chiefs this year aren't going to make the Super Bowl in terms of. I feel like they need to make significant changes to their O-line going forward, because
I
I
mean-
feel like that kept getting opened up real easily, and against some of the better defenses, or the better, defenses in the league, they're gonna lose a lot. I feel like, especially some of the better teams they're gonna come up against, it's gonna be a long day for them, and I don't think they can rely on Mahomes creating magic week in, week out. I will say that. I will add that.
Fair enough. Justin, want to add into that, or you'll move on?
I still hope the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah, I'm just not betting against the Chiefs, man. I can't do it. I won't bet against them.
I can't. I would never do that. But I'm just praying that somebody will beat them.
I'm betting on the Ravens. Okay, give me Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
If there's anyone that makes the Super Bowl instead of the Chiefs, I'm going with the Bills. If there's anyone that's stopping the Chiefs, I think the Bills are. I'll be honest. I think the Bills just have that clutch gene in them. That's why. But
We'll see.
but we're gonna move on now to where I'm gonna go on this one, guys. Down in Foxborough, Massachusetts, the Patriots got absolutely fucking embarrassed. I'm absolutely fuming. Russ, since you're a Patriots fan, Justin, since you're the Patriots fan, one of you go first on this one.
Go on, Justin.
Justin, go on, bro.
Why? Okay, first of all, Ashton Genty is gonna win Rookie of the Year. I can tell you that right now.
He wasn't that good though. Like, I mean, I
no,
think it's
he
really
wasn't.
up
He
his
wasn't
line.
that good. But it's his first game in his NFL career, so
Yeah.
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Was it King? Did you pick Genty to win Rookie of the Year, right?
No, I had him as offensive.
Yeah, sorry, offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah.
Yeah, offensive rookie
Yeah.
of the year. I think he will be beast because.
Or did you have Travis Hunter or Genty? I can't remember.
No, I think I had Travis Hunter as like rookie of the year overall because I think he'll be good on both sides, and then I had Abdul Carter as
We'll
defensive.
be a wild card team this year, in my opinion. Wild card
I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say this. We looked good in the first half.
Yes.
Yeah.
The second half we were dog shit terrible.
bro. The fucking Raiders went on a 10-0 run in the third.
I
quarter.
know. And you know
shit.
what made me smile? You know what made me smile after this loss? Miami got their ass whooped.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Raphael. Do you want to take anything on this? Because all I'm gonna say is we looked good in the first half. We were shit in the second.
Hey, if we don't beat Miami next week, yeah, fold the season already.
Yeah, I
Second-
mean,
fold the next game.
I mean, obviously, this is a game I paid the most attention to, so I'm gonna try to keep it concise. But there's so much to break down. I mean, first off, the only real massive improvement they made, which in my opinion was like a big one, is they kept the run game really quiet. I think that's no. I mean, we kept the Raiders' run game quiet, which is really big. Because last year, this was a feature under every single Bill Belichick defense ever, was that we were stout against the run. And if you can force the opposing quarterback to throw 50 times in a game, your odds of winning go up exponentially. And then last year, we couldn't stop the run at all. I mean, I remember we were beating Indy last season, and they just walked us down by running the ball like 10 straight times. We just gave up 10 yards of run.
They came back and won the game.
Exactly, because we couldn't stop the run. And when you can't stop the run, you can't defend in the NFL. Like, if you can't force them to put the ball in the air, you just lose. So that was like the one big encouragement, is that we looked significantly better against the run. I will say though, like, some of the defensive plays I saw were just really, really suspect. I mean, first off, you have the touchdown we gave up on 3rd and 11 to Trey Tucker. I mean, first off, giving up a touchdown to Trey Tucker in the first place should get your entire team executed. More importantly, if you want to play back,
Yes.
we put a safety on Trey Tucker who runs a 4.4 40 time. And then the greatest part, I don't know if you guys saw this, if you look at the play and you look at the defensive line, our two defensive tackles, Christian Barmore and Milton Williams, dropped back into coverage.
Yeah.
You cannot put both your defensive tackles into coverage on 3rd and 11. You cannot do it. It just can't happen. You got to get after the passer.
Bro.
So that was just a diabolical play call. And then the thing that got me really riled up, and I think it's a shame because he wasn't that bad across the whole game, but that 3rd and 20 that they converted that ended the game, right? The 36-yard pass all the way at the end.
Embarrassing.
Right? Carlton Davis is getting paid $20 million a year to bite on a hitch and go on 3rd and 20. How are you earning that much money and you're biting on a hitch and go on 3rd and forever? It can't happen.
Bro.
I'm sorry. This is football 101. On 3rd and long, you don't bite on the hitch. You just guard the stick.
Yeah.
Let them get 15. Who gives a shit? It's still 4th and 5, and they have to punt. You cannot get past you.
I also do want to bring up a couple more things. Drake May needs to do a lot better.
Yeah.
This week against.
I kind of lied to you guys. I think Drake May was the only shining light in this team.
Drake May
I'll
was
be honest.
he was really good in the first half. I think what I saw in the
Yeah.
first half was so good. In the second half, it wasn't entirely his fault, but it was
literally
shaky. It was shaky.
No,
The
well,
only real thing I think I was a lot harsher on May until I saw that Monday Night Football game 2 nights ago. And
No,
now
but-
that we've seen that, I think it's a lot easier to be
but
like
what I'm saying,
he still
what-
had the 3rd best rookie game in his worst career game, you know?
But what I'm
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is okay. The only shining light was him passing it to Booty and him getting like a couple of touches. That's great and all, but we got Stephon Diggs as well. He needs to start throwing it to Stephon Diggs. Like,
I mean, Stephon Diggs just has to get open though. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I'd say.
but
I don't think it's the. I'm a lot more positive than I was directly after the game. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's the end of the world.
oh
but
brother,
I would say
if we
it
go
was-
if we go 0-5 after week 6, it's the
Oh.
end of the world.
I mean, it's over. If you start 0-2, you don't make the playoffs.
We
Like it's just a
cannot
trend.
go.
You have to
0-5.
beat
We
Miami.
cannot go
Um,
0-5. Oh, we got.
Now,
we got
I
so
was
deep.
saying last week, I think that people should temper their expectations on this team.
Yeah, you did.
And that I didn't think we'd make a playoff team. I don't think we're like awful, right? I don't think it's impossible that we make the playoffs, but it wasn't pretty. That's the first thing. I think Drake May, like I said, the offense, just generally, the offense was really, really good in the first half, right? The pass protection was
Yeah.
nice. Receivers got open. Drake May was really good in the first half. And then the second half, I mean, again, you can blame all sorts of things, right? You can blame the rain, but the offensive line was really shaky in the second half. Like every single member of that front five.
Yeah.
May sailed too many passes, and again, you can say, "Oh, he had pressure in his face. Oh, there was rain," which is true. So it's not entirely his fault, but he did sail some throws that you probably shouldn't sail as an NFL quarterback. And then the receiving cores just struggled to get open, and the run game was bad. The run game was really bad.
It was terrible, bro. Run game.
Um,
Terrible, man.
my only other
well-
complaint I would have is
Yeah.
I would say I didn't like how few touches some of the rookies got. Travion Henderson only got 5 carries on the game. I think in a low-scoring game, you really got to give your playmaker the ball, right? Because Ramondre is fine. Ramondre is a decent power back. He'll get you 3 yards. He'll get you 2 yards if you need 2 yards. But you want the guy who can turn a 10-yard run into a 50-yard run in a game like this. Kyle Williams didn't see the field a whole lot. I think he had 1 catch. And I just think you got to get the rookies more involved. So Kyle Williams and Trayvon Henderson specifically, you got to get them more involved. And just that second half offensive collapse can't happen again. Because the first half was good, but not amazing, right? But if you can continue what we saw in the first half to the second half, you probably win most games that your defense doesn't completely throw. Even though we didn't score a ton of points, we were moving the ball at a decent rate. But the second half collapsed. It was bad. It was really bad.
I hear you, bro. 3rd and 20. Really, that play,
oh my god!
I genuinely, when I watched the game, I was like, how the hell have we conceded that? 3rd and 20, and we let their quarterback draw an absolute beauty of a play. Mind you, they just got there was a penalty flag prior to that as well.
Yeah.
Mind
again, it's like the first thing you learn this when you're 8 years old. and you
Yeah.
play football is you cannot bite on a hitch on 3rd and long.
Bro, we gave away too many penalties.
Yeah.
Too many penalties, bro. Too much roughing the passer. Too much offense, bro. I never seen the flag, yeah, be so against an offense like that. I've never seen the referees be so against an offense like that in my entire life watching NFL.
Yeah.
Genuinely, the offense was completely terrible. Genuinely, how many penalty flags did we give up? How many penalty flags did we give up that day?
Too many.
Way too many.
One more thing I would say. I don't want to drag on forever because we have
No. Go on,
games to
bro.
go through.
It's okay.
I would
Go on.
say, I think there was a couple overreactions. I mean, again, do you guys know what PFF is?
Not really. What
It's
is
like the premier grading system for the NFL. They're like, when you watch Sunday Night Football and like the players do
Yeah.
their introductions and it says like ranked 1 out of 80 on PFF.
Mhm.
They grade out players. May had, I think, his worst career game. Again, expectations need to be tempered. There's a guy who's making his 13th start. I think he's made less than 40 starts since his last high school start. This is a young kid. He threw for 290 yards. He was totally fine. And I think he was ranked by PFF as the 12th best quarterback on the day, like out of this week. If you have a down game as essentially a rookie quarterback, obviously he's not really a rookie, but he's making what would have been like a first season start in terms of numbers, and he's still like an average quarterback. That's a really good sign. And then Will Campbell as well. The back-to-back plays where he gave up the sack and then he had the 10-yard penalty on 4th and 5 when we were going to go for it. That ended up making it 4th and 10 on the false start. Sorry. That was rough. That probably did kill the game, to be honest. But he overall, I mean, he went up against one of the best pass rushers in the league in Max Crosby, and he held his own for the most part. So I think I don't think it's the end of the world. I think I went back and watched the game 2 days after it happened. I don't think it was as bad as I initially thought, but there is a lot of work to do. And I think, like I said on the show last week, just people have to temper their expectations. A team doesn't go from, what did we win last year? 4 wins to 10 wins in one offseason. It just doesn't work.
We had way too many losses for our liking last season.
Yeah.
Way too many losses. Obviously, starting off with a win against the Bengals last year and then completely fumbled after that because of that idiotic head coach, Gerard Mayo, who refused to fucking play, how do you say it? He refused to play on fourth and 1. Literally, fourth and still didn't want to go for it. This Patriots team, like I said, this season, they need to be fearless. This team does not look fearless enough. It looks weak and spineless. If I'm being honest with you,
I will say this is why I don't take the results so seriously, because Vrabel's teams aren't this scared. Like, Vrabel is known for being like a hard to beat, tough neck guy.
Yeah,
and so that's why I'm not like overly concerned, because this isn't a Vrabel team that we saw last week. So I think a lot does ride on that Miami game though. With how that team is playing right now. Again, it is going to be scary because Gonzo's not practicing today again.
Okay.
And I think it could get spooky. If we couldn't cover Trey Tucker, how are we going to cover Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill without Gonzo?
Tua isn't playing well.
No, he's not playing well. It's a game you have to win. Teams who start 0-2 do not make the playoffs.
And Shivan says he doesn't get the hype with Drake May. I think Drake May is a good player. I just don't think he's got the offensive line to help him. I'll be honest with you. He doesn't have the offensive line. Like, the Patriots have just been let down by the offensive line. They couldn't run the football. They couldn't.
Listen, I'm biased because he's he plays for my team. B, he plays for my favorite college team. And C, I was a huge believer in Drake May coming out of the draft. He was my QB1 in that class. I think Drake May, what you have seen so far, has been really encouraging.
Big up, bro.
Obviously, he's not been perfect. Obviously, he doesn't have like a Jaden Daniels season. But But this is a quarterback who was a project coming out, and you got to commit to that project. And he was surrounded last year he was put in perhaps the single worst situation you've seen in your life for a rookie quarterback last season. And he looked good. He didn't look great, but he looked good in a situation that 95% of NFL quarterbacks don't survive. I mean, look at what Jacoby Brissett looked like in that offense. And Jacoby Brissett is like a respectable veteran journeyman quarterback who can start games for a team. So I think there is no reason to be out on Drake May. I think anyone who thinks like based on the game they saw on Sunday and is out on Drake May as a result just doesn't understand football, quite frankly.
For our defense as well in the second half completely collapsed as well.
I mean,
the amount of times the Raiders ran the football, the amount of times they managed to find an open man, even when they were on third down. I think even on fourth down they were able to find players on fourth down.
Yeah,
I swear even they went for it on fourth.
They had a 4th and 1 conversion. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been talking too long. We should probably let King talk.
Nah, I agree. But I just want to give a quick thoughts and then we'll move on to the next game. I think unless King and Justin want to continue as well. I can't lie to you. I'm still fuming from that game. I think the Raiders, that was a team I expected to beat. I'll be honest with you. I expected to beat the Raiders at home and they let me down. The Patriots completely let me down. We need to step it up against the Dolphins next week, man. If we don't, then good luck. We're gonna be another lottery team this season. King, you want to give your thoughts on the next game, bro?
What game?
The Patriots game. Did you see a bit of the highlights? Did you see a bit of the? Do you want to know your thoughts on the Patriots?
Oh no, I didn't check out that game. I was watching. I was watching other games, to be honest. So we can.
Yeah,
move
probably
on.
for the best. But yeah, just as like a parting sentiment. I mean, you want to see better. I think the Raiders are a better team than people give them credit for. But the second half collapse. I'm not too worried because the first half looked good. If the whole game looked like the second half, I would be deeply, deeply concerned.
Yeah,
but they looked good in the first half. And you just got to come out and make a statement against Miami. I think that's the important thing.
I'm gonna end it like this. Pete Carroll is gonna do great things for that Las Vegas team this year.
Yes, yeah.
I think what Seattle did to him was absolutely wrong. So I don't know. I'm not worried about the Patriots right now, but if we lose two teams like Miami week 2, Buffalo week 5, okay, then I'll be worried. But right now I'm not worried, and we tend to struggle in Miami, so hopefully we can just
They're our bogey team, bro. We tend to struggle away at Miami every single time.
I know.
It's a fucking dog shit
hoping,
stadium. It is the worst stadium in the NFL.
I know. I'm just hoping that we can snap that. That's what I'm trying to say.
So in the next 4 games, Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers. Out of the next 3 games and the Bills. Out of the next 4 games, what's your record prediction? What's your record? Like what's the record that you guys think will be the record for our team going forward?
So Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, and Bills.
Next 4 games. What are your predictions for that?
Read me that schedule again.
So we got the
Dolphins, Steelers, Panthers, Bills.
So the Dolphins on the road, Steelers and the Panthers back to back at home.
Beat Miami, lose to the Steelers, beat the Panthers, lose to the Bills.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, 2-2. So our record will be
2-3.
2-3.
To start the season, which is not too bad.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world because after that we got the Saints, which I think we should be beating on the road. I think the Saints we should be beating on the road.
Saints are another team I'm unsure of. Their quarterback situation is so bad.
I
But yeah,
mean,
I'm done with I'm done talking about the Patriots today.
I want to move on. I don't want to talk about the Patriots no more. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Next game. Did you guys watch any of the games as well? You want to talk about the Dolphins getting dog walked against the Colts?
I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, the
Bengals-
games out.
Beng-
I didn't watch that. I watched the Bengals Browns and then the
Go on,
Giants.
go on then, King. Go on, Bengals Browns. Go on for that. Go on, bro.
I think for the Browns, I just think Joe Flacco isn't it. I feel like they have some good pieces. I do like their team, but I don't think they're gonna have a good season. But for the Bengals, offensively they look good. Obviously, if they can stay fit, I think they're gonna be a team that's gonna surprise a couple people this season. I think they're gonna have a good season. The Bengals. Obviously, it's a tight win.
Sorry to cut in, but it's not really a surprise. To be fair, they had a lot of injuries last season. I think this season, if they can stay fit, then I don't think it will really be a surprise to many people that they can get to the playoffs. Shit, you know what I mean?
No, I mean even more than the playoffs. I think they're a Super Bowl contender for me if they can stay fit. That's what I mean by surprise. I think they can go beyond what people think. People probably just thinking just playoffs. I think they can do more than that because that's how much I rate Joe Burrow as a quarterback. And I think people forget that you have a bad season or a season where you have a lot of injuries and stuff. People forget how good you are, and obviously everyone's talking about Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. But there's another brother named Joe Burrow who, at quarterback with Jamar Chase, can cause a lot of problems. And I think the Bengals are going to have a good season this season. I think they'll make the playoffs. Browns will have a bad one, and yeah, that's how I felt about that.
Health is important for the Bengals, in my opinion. They need to stay fit. They need to stay healthy, 100%. Because Joe Burrow.
Burrow was not good in week 1, and they still won. That is a big step forward. I know it's against a bad team in the Browns, but in past years, they lose that game.
Yeah.
And any other games you guys want to talk about? I mean, obviously we got the Jets, Steelers.
The
Jets were
only thing I'd say to that is Rodgers was not as good on the eye as he was on the stat sheet. That's the only thing I'd say to that. It looked a lot like the Rodgers of a couple of years ago, where, and again, like I'm gonna sound like a hater. Rodgers has this thing where he would rather take a sack on 2nd and short than throw it away because it's gonna hurt his completion percentage.
Fair.
And he looked like that Rodgers again. And now, obviously, he was fine. I'm not going to say he played terribly, but he did not look as good as the box score says he was.
Colts and the Dolphins. So the rest of the results, I'll just get through it quickly. Falcons 20, Buccaneers 23, the Browns 16, the Bengals 17. The Colts won 33-8 against the Dolphins. The Jaguars won 26-10. The Patriots lost 13-20. Saints lost 13-20 at home to the Cardinals. Jets lost at home to the Steelers 32-34. The Commanders won 21-6 against the Giants. The Broncos beat the Titans 20-12. Seahawks lost at home to the San Francisco 49ers, who I expect to make the playoffs, in my opinion, this year. Because I think the 49ers, like I said, if they could stay fit, like if Christian McCaffrey can stay fit, if all these guys can, healthy, be healthy.
About that, Akeven, George Kittle is out for 4 weeks.
I saw that.
That's bad. George Kittle, who is their quarterback?
Tight end.
That's bad then. And obviously the Packers. I'm sure you watched the Packers and Lions, yeah, Raphael. You watched that game, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Go on, bro. Talk about that.
I didn't watch all of it, but I specifically watched a lot of the first half. Like I said, I think I had the Packers to win the division. Because, like I said, I mean, Matthew Golden should get more touches, I think. But I mean, Micah Parsons is a fucking joke. This he is ridiculous. And I mean, I know King is like sitting there smiling, thanking God that he's out of his division. Because that guy, he made the best tackle in the NFL look like a child in Penei Sewell. And there's not much else to say. I mean, the Packers' biggest issues last year, like I said on last week's session, was lack of a number one receiver. Now, obviously, Matthew Golden is a rookie. We need to temper our expectations. He will not look like CeeDee Lamb or AJ Brown or Jamar Chase in year one. And I think he should get more involved next week. But they still have a good receiving core. And their other issue was that they had one of the worst pass rushes other than the Patriots and the Panthers. Well, you have a guy who can make Penei Sewell look like an idiot on the football field. So I'd say that's not an issue anymore either. They look scary, man. I think they look scary. I think Jordan Love is a really volatile. I like Jordan Love, right? He is a very volatile quarterback. So I don't know if you never know what you're gonna get out of him, right? Like he could throw 5 touchdowns, 500 yards, no picks, or he could throw 2 touchdowns, 200 yards, 3 picks. But he is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I don't know if I would pick the Packers in one, but I think they are one that could make a pretty good run. They're a team that I think you
don't expect to make a great run, but they could.
Can't beat anyone on their day.
Yeah, especially at home. I think in Green Bay is where I think it's a hostile atmosphere. It's you going into Mississippi, Wisconsin,
Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Going to Wisconsin, it's going to be tough to go there with a hostile atmosphere. Yeah. Anyone anything to that? Packers Lions, and then we'll go on to the biggest, I think in my opinion, the best game I've seen in a long time. The Bills against the Ravens. We'll talk about that in a bit. Unless you guys want to add anything to that.
Yeah, I do. I do. I had an eye on my two biggest rivals in the NFC when it came to the Commanders and the Packers. And both those teams had good wins. Obviously, the Commanders were going up against the Giants, but the Giants aren't that great of a team. But it shows that they're still kind of riding up the high over of last season with Jaden Daniels. I think we will see how good he is over the season. I do believe in him as a quarterback. I do like their team so much, and I have a feeling that they'll clinch our division. I just have a feeling that they'll be the team to win our division. So I am worried about the Commanders as a team. And then in terms of the Packers, week 1 to go up against the Detroit Lions and
dominate, not just win, dominate.
Yeah, dominate. And make it look easy on both sides of the ball. You say I'm happy that Michael Parsons left my decision. I am, but I'm unhappy that he went to the Packers because I wanted him to come home. I'm gonna lie to you. I wanted us to move heaven and earth to bring him in, but
I believe I read an article that said that Philly offered Dallas 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, a third-round pick, and an impact player, and they turned it down because they didn't want him traded to a division rival.
Yeah. They didn't want to do the same thing that the Giants did with Saquon. But yeah, no, he's gonna be a problem because he makes the defense overall so much better in that pass rush, and the ability to turn over the ball that they were showing against the Lions, against a top quality team and quarterback and Goff. I have 2 issues. I have 2 issues in on my side, and the Commanders and the Packers are those 2 teams, and we'll see over the course of the year how could they potentially turn out to be as well. But yeah, man, that's really all I gotta say. I am worried about the Packers because, as you say, the defense is more solid with Michael Parsons. They do have a decent wide receiver core. Obviously not perennial best, but they will be a team that's a problem this year, definitely.
Justin,
I got nothing to add to this that nobody else has said. So we can move on to Bills Ravens if you want.
Unless you want to talk about the Rams Texans.
Oh hell no.
All right, Bills Ravens then. That was one of the best games I've ever watched. Like, I didn't watch the match, but watching the highlights back, I could already tell that was the best I've ever. That was worth it. The best 21 minutes I've watched of NFL in a long time, literally, bro. That right there, the Buffalo Bills, clutch gene, Buffalo Bills. Yeah, Josh Allen proving why he could be the MVP. Lamar Jackson, on the other hand, also proving why he could be the MVP. Hunter Henry, bro, what a player.
Hunter, you mean Derek?
Sorry, Derrick Henry. Sorry, I
Nah,
support.
you good.
Excuse me, I support the New England Patriots people. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say, when the hell did Hunter Henry go from
I-
losing to
support the
losing to the Raiders to losing to the Bills?
Yeah, sorry about that, people. I support the New England Patriots, so allow me on my ball knowledge,
You're good. You're good.
bro. Derrick Henry is him. He is him.
Yeah,
Literally
He's good.
quality on the receiving end. Like you could talk about, Lamar Jackson having his players as well, but Josh Allen. What about Josh Allen? Losing
I-
Stephon,
He is the best player in the National Football League, and it's not close.
trust me.
I will say, yeah, Josh
15
Allen.
What as
Yeah,
well? 15
yeah, Josh Allen is a good quarterback and all, and yeah, Josh Allen proved that he can win MVP again. But let's not forget about the one player that actually helped him out was James Cook.
James
And
Cook is good. James Cook.
and from what I'm seeing here on the fantasy news is James Cook was limited in practice today because of a hamstring. So hopefully he'll be good to go for Buffalo this week against the Jets. But that's the news coming out of Buffalo right now. There's James Cook has a hamstring injury right now.
Yep. I mean, he is. All I'm saying is, us as Patriots fans, Josh Allen was a Patriots fan growing up.
Mm.
You know, so all I'm saying is we can claim him.
Yeah, we can.
He is
Sure.
he is a joke of
Sure.
a player, man. What a joke.
By
I
the
mean-
way, sorry, Raphael, I didn't mean to cut.
No,
I
you're
don't mean to
good.
cut you off. I do want to say one thing though. The quote of the day that Josh Allen said. Oh, I saw some people leaving the stands, but that's okay. Have some faith next time.
That is, and this is not only American football. I'm a West Ham fan, right? And I go to games like relatively regularly. And it's not just a West Ham thing either. It's just like a sports thing in general. The amount of people who leave games early is such a joke. I've always been a firm believer in like staying no matter what, right? And I understand that some people, they have jobs in the morning. They got to go a bit early when the game's over. But I've seen people leave like Europa League knockout ties that we've seen once in 40 years early for no reason. And it just,
Yeah.
I really dislike people like that. I just have to be honest. I really don't like people who leave games early. It just gets on my nerves.
I do gotta say, Raphael, and not going on different sport here, but I went to the Celtics and Kings game on January 10th, and
We got blown out.
Nets.
when
Don't worry,
when we were down big, and when Domantas Sabonis had his 28th rebound against us, I looked at my brother and I'm like, nope, we're going, bye.
No, I understand why some people do it, but I personally think, especially, bro, it's two scorers and you have Josh Allen on your team.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I think Josh Allen is a joke of a player. The things he can do are ridiculous. I don't think I've seen anything like it before. I think
Yeah.
I know we have Mahomes and Lamar in the league, and they do stupid things with the ball as well. But the things Josh Allen does are
It's why he's the reigning MVP.
it's unbelievable. I mean, some of the throws and some of the runs. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. He's just I don't know, man.
I mean, I can relate to you guys. Even as a Celtics fan as well, Raphael. I'm sure you know as a Celtics fan, you as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen us fans leave. I've seen fans leave early this year as well, in at TD Garden, and trust me, it sucked a lot.
Yeah.
You always got to stay till the end, isn't it? Hopefully, I mean, we don't really have much of it this season, but in terms of just the game, like 15 points down and making that throw at the very end of the game is just unbelievable. That catch and that catch alone saved the Bills. That catch alone saved the Buffalo Bills. So, yeah, I mean, big up to them. That was a great game. And a high-scoring game as well, 41-40. Obviously, I think the Bills had 3 2-point tries and then didn't make any of them. So that was a bit of an issue.
because one of the 2-point conversions had somebody stepping out of bounds before it got converted.
Yeah, I remember that. And then the other two was just missed it. But anyways, King, over to you, and then we'll talk about the Bears versus the Vikings quickly, and we'll move on to predictions. We'll talk about Philly Eagles versus the Chiefs as well. King, go on, bro.
But it's just two elite teams. There's nothing really much you can say. You're coming up with the Ravens with the best 1-2 punch in all of football. I mean, you also got the Eagles with Hurts and Barkley, but what Lamar and Henry can do to you as offensively, and they showed on that day. Henry is just when he's in the right mood, he's unstoppable, and that's what he was for most part of the game. They call him King Henry for that reason itself. And yeah, the Bills. I do like the partnership that Joe Allen and Keon Keon Coleman? I'm saying it right. Have with each other as well. I like him as the wide receiver one. I think he's cold. And yeah, I just feel like these are the two teams these are the only two teams possibly maybe outside of maybe just the Bengals that can stop the Chiefs, and they showed it. With elite level offensive play. I don't think you could be too harsh on the defenses of either team. I just think for the most part, the offensive game of both of those teams were just on an elite level, a level that we rarely get to see. We got to see a playoff level type game in the first game of the season with two of the best teams in the NFL going at each other, and just the Bills with the comeback, the Ravens with the start as well. I don't know really what to say else I can say that hasn't already been said. I just think it's going to be interesting how these two teams kind of go over the course of the season. I think the Ravens will be very upset that they did let a 15-point lead slip, because I think it's one of those momentum kind of things that could affect them down the line when they do face the Bills in a playoff setting. Or it could go either way. It could be a positive or a negative. A positive in the sense of they would want revenge, or a negative as in they can look as we can't have the ball in Josh Allen's hands, and there are very few quarterbacks that you say that about, that you can't have them have the ball at any time, especially in the fourth quarter. So yeah, what a great game! I'm gonna lie. Just best game of the weekend. Unreal way to start the NFL season as well.
Fair enough. Anyone anything before I move on? Before I move on to the next game? You guys want anything before we move on to the next game, guys? Or you wanna?
I got nothing.
Did anyone watch the Browns versus Bears versus Vikings? I watched a bit of the highlights. And,
I watched the whole game.
The Bears, I thought they put in a very brave performance against a very good Vikings team. I thought the Bears should have their heads held high.
Man, the Bears are the same thing as the Patriots. Like,
I know they choked, but it's a brave performance.
The second half was diabolical. It was so bad. And I don't want to sound a doomer about Caleb Williams, because he's gonna be totally fine as a. I don't know if I'm as high as him as I was coming out of college. But he's gonna be a good NFL quarterback. I'm certain of it. But some of the things you saw out of him on Monday night were like bad, like scary bad. It was really ugly stuff. And then JJ McCarthy, had perhaps the worst first half I have seen from, a rookie quarterback. Again, not a rookie, but making his first career start. So this is essentially his rookie season. It was so bad. I think he had 58 passing yards, and 30 of that was on one Hail Mary at the end of the half. It was really bad. And then the second half, to play that dog shit for an entire half in a hostile environment and then come out and do what he did in the final quarter. I think he was 6 for 8 passing, 80 something yards, 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. It's a huge testament to his mentality, and it goes to show that NFL quarterbacking is never going to be just about how good you are with your arm. There will always be an aspect of, do you just have that instinct in you? And with JJ McCarthy, you can confidently say yes if you watch him at Michigan. He's got what it takes, man.
I didn't watch any of the game, so whatever Raphael said, I'll agree with.
I mean, to give you a quick summary, it was just the Bears were the Vikings offense didn't move the ball at all in the first half. They couldn't get anything going. They got shut down in the run game. They couldn't get anything going in the pass game. They got sacked a lot. They couldn't complete passes. Justin Jefferson had 1, maybe even 2, depending on whether you define the last one's a drop or not. He had 1 to 2 pretty bad drops. And then in the second half, it just kind of flipped. Caleb Williams was good in the first half, and in the second half, it just completely flipped. JJ McCarthy went nuclear. Caleb Williams really struggled. I mean, he has some, and I don't know where it comes from, because with Jayden Daniels, right? I didn't think Jayden Daniels would be as good as he is in the NFL. But in my opinion, Jayden Daniels didn't. I think my assessment of Daniels coming out of LSU was accurate, because I think I got his strengths and weaknesses right. He is just so much better at his strengths than I thought he was. It's not like the things I thought he was bad at, he's actually really good at. He is just that much better at what I knew he was already good at. He's not just good, he's top 5 at those things. With Caleb Williams, you never, at Oklahoma, at USC, you never saw accuracy issues. He was a really accurate quarterback. If you watch him in the NFL, he overthrows everything. He overthrows wide open go routes. He overthrows corners. He overthrows slants. He overthrows flats. I mean, I don't know where you go from here, because you got to keep faith in him, right? He's the first overall pick. You're gonna let him see out his rookie contract. And again, to be clear, I'm not saying Caleb Williams sucks at football. I think he will be a good NFL quarterback, but he has a really good supporting cast, man, and he doesn't look comfortable. His footwork's bad, and he just isn't accurate. And that's the worst thing you can be, is not accurate. Because if you can't complete a 5-yard drag, what can your offense actually do?
Fair enough. Don't really want to add much to that, to be fair. I guess we'll move on to predictions now. Next, so the first game we have is the Green. Actually, no, we gotta preview the Eagles versus the Chiefs. That is the headline of the video. King, Eagles fan, go ahead, bro, and then I'll get to the rest of the panel.
Based on the first week, I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Hopefully, Jalen Carter is available, so defensively we should be a lot stronger, and maybe he doesn't make an idiot move again. Outside of that, I think we got their number, to be honest. I think we beat them. I don't think it'll be comfortable, but I do think we win. If you watch the Super Bowl, in terms of what we have to do, you just have to make Mahomes uncomfortable. You have to kind of not allow him time to pass the ball or to play his game. And if you make him uncomfortable and make him have to think quickly, then he's bound to make a lot more mistakes, and then we can stop him. And on the other end, their main focus is going to be to stop Saquon Barkley. But if they try and stop Saquon Barkley, you've got Jalen Hurts who can run it, and also he's got 2 lethal wide receivers that you can pass to as well. So I think we should win that game. I think we should improve a lot and win that. But I would like to know your guys' opinions, obviously, outsiders looking in.
So I will. So I will say that I do agree that I think the Eagles will be a little bit better. Here's what worries me about the game. I think the Chiefs will be a little bit better too. Um, because yeah, they got the loss in Brazil. Uh, I'm picking the Eagles to win. Obviously, I want to see the Chiefs go 0-2. I really do. What scares me though is going into hostile territory like Arrowhead Stadium and that being the home opener for the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, I'm not saying that the Eagles will lose. I I just think that that's one of the toughest places to play in is in all of football. I mean, granted, I know Lincoln Financial Field is a tough place to play in too, but AFC wise, I think Arrowhead Stadium is one of the toughest places to play in, and we've seen it come playoff time.
Raphael?
Yeah, I mean, I think I said last week that I think Philly are by far the best team in the NFL. And I think based on how the Chiefs played last week, um, I think Philly are just better. So I would probably pick Philly to win like a one-off game. But like Justin said, just do not bet against the Chiefs when it matters. So I would pick Philly next week. But I don't think it's like a guarantee by any means. The Chiefs are the Chiefs, and whether you think that's because of Mahomes or because of Andy Reid or because of Steve Spagnuolo or because of the refs, they are the Chiefs at the end of the day.
I'm gonna go with. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to predict. I mean, the Eagles started off, I mean, a bit shaky. The Chiefs, if Patrick Mahomes can get his offensive line cooking, I mean, it's a Chiefs home game, first home game back for the Chiefs.
Yeah, oh, I forgot about that, bro. Arrowhead is deafening. I do
Yeah.
still pick Philly, but Arrowhead is such a hard place to go into and win.
Yeah, I'm still picking Philly as well, but like I said, Arrowhead Stadium, one of the toughest AFC stadiums to ever play in.
Yeah, I've been there once before. It is so hard to, like, it is deafening. It is so loud. You know, I don't like Chiefs fans, but like that is something that I have a lot of respect for, is just how loud that place can get.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, to be honest.
Ooh.
I like the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles team as a whole. I have great respect for some of their players, but I don't know. I just think this might be a quick wake up call for the Eagles. Maybe it might be a wake up call, and then the Eagles just go on a massive run from now. I don't think this is a downfall for the Eagles. This is just a wake up call. I think going to Arrowhead will be tough. I'll go with Kansas. Kansas on this one. Next game, Packers Commanders. That's gonna be a good game as well. I mean, Commanders.
Oh, that is a big game. Well, we all know what King's watching.
Sorry.
Actually, I think everyone will be watching this because this is the Thursday night football game.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be watching that. That's actually two good games that weekend. Yeah, I'll be watching it. I will be watching it. I'm gonna go with the Packers. To win that one.
Packers at home.
Yep.
Yeah, Packers to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Packers to win as well. You guys?
Look, no disrespect towards the Packers, and I know this is at Lambeau Field, one of the toughest to play in the NFC. But if we go back to last year, all of the biggest moments for the Washington Commanders leading up to that playoff run, all came on the road. And with this being a road game for Washington, this is going to be a close game, no doubt about it. But I know Kane's probably going to kill me for this one, but I'm gonna go Washington Commanders on this one.
Oh no, it can go either way. The thing about the Eagles, Chiefs, or Commanders, Packers, these ones can go either way. But as I said, I just think the Packers with Micah Parsons, with what they've got.
Oh yeah, no. If Micah Parsons becomes a big threat into this game, like he sacks like Jayden Daniels like 3 times, okay, then yeah, Packers get the win. But if the Jayden Daniels like throws it to Debo or Scary Terry or even Zach Ertz to get like a 3 touchdown lead, then I think the Commanders got it. But you're right, it could go either way. But for right now, I do think Washington comes out with the win.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're all going Packers.
Yeah, I think so. But hey, this is a 50-50 game, you know.
You all got Packers. I'm the only one that's going Commanders.
Okay. Ravens Browns. I'm going Ravens. Ravens, straight up Ravens.
Oh, yeah, Ravens light work for the Ravens.
Yeah, there's no way Ravens go 0-2, so I got Ravens.
Yeah, I got Ravens.
Bengals Jaguars. Bengals for me. But it won't be an easy game though.
I mean, the Bengals did not look good last week, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There's no way. There's no way the Bengals will lose in this game. No flipping way.
They found dumber ways to lose games.
True. I got Bengals. I think Bengals are gonna have a good
Yeah,
season.
I would take Bengals too, but like it is not
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
It's not a
They
gimme.
could lose it. Yeah, they could lose it.
Yeah, I got Bengals, but damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals. Bengals to win this one. Cowboys Giants. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Cowboys to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Giants. I will never go Cowboys. I hate that team.
Fair enough. Ryan Eagles.
Oh.
Man, the Giants are awful against the commies.
I'm just saying it as a hater. I know the Cowboys are gonna win it.
Can both teams just end up in a tie?
Give me the Cowboys, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for the tie, but I know the Cowboys are gonna win.
I'll go Cowboys. Just about. Raphael, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think Cowboys. I think the Giants aren't very good.
You said Bengals, yeah?
Yeah, I
last
did.
game?
I did say Bengals.
And Ravens as well.
Yeah, I do wonder for the job security of just the Giants personnel, because they were close to getting fired last year. So I do find myself wondering, like, you know, how bad can it get before changes happen?
They should be fired for letting Saquon go.
Yeah, I guess. But then again, I do want to ask you, do you think? I mean, I'm in the camp that you never root for tanking, right? I'm in the camp that you hope your team wins every game no matter what. But just from like a front office perspective, if you have Saquon last year on the Giants, you win what? Maybe 2 more games? Maybe. And that's a stretch, right? So do you think, just from a front office perspective, that those 2 games and dropping out of the top 3 and missing out on Abdul Carter is like worth having Saquon? Because Saquon it would never have been on that roster by the time they got anywhere in terms of like competing for the playoffs again.
Yeah, I think in the long run, it's probably better for the Giants to just keep tanking.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
So, and it's hard because I really hate tanking, right? Like I would never root for my team to lose a game no matter what. There are obviously times where I'm less upset that the team loses, right? But I would never actively like watch a game hoping like, oh, I hope the Patriots lose this week.
Except for King, he wanted to capture the flag last season for the 76ers.
They kept trying to win games. I was like, no, we ain't doing nothing this season.
Because we were on here for the NBA prediction show, and every game that we predicted for the 76ers, he was like, nah, we're capturing the flag.
We did get a top 3 pick, but it wasn't the one I needed. But yeah,
No.
it was. But yeah, I feel like tanking is a bad thing within the sport, but yeah, sometimes needs must in it. If you know you ain't gonna do anything that season, you might as well tank for a better pick, because then you could find a piece that could be a franchise changer.
So Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears.
Oh, Detroit's going to destroy Chicago.
So just to clarify, you're gonna go for Cowboys, yeah?
Yes, I would go for Cowboys.
Lions, Bears. I'm gonna go Lions.
Yeah.
Lions at home.
This is an easy choice.
Yeah, Lions. King Lions. Raphael Lions.
Well, what's the game? Lions against?
Lions against Bears.
Ooh. Yeah, give me Lions.
King.
Give me the Bears.
I knew the face he made. He was gonna go for the Bears. I could tell. I know this guy too well. I've known this guy for more than a year to tell this guy.
He just wants to make Seth Rollins not hate football anymore.
Bro, Justin, he makes his face before making a prediction. I know it.
I know, but I think he mainly wants Seth Rollins not to hate football anymore, because every time the Bears lose, he always has like, oh, well, I hate football.
Oh no, I hate Seth Rollins, so it's nothing to do with him. I just think the Bears had a decent game for like half, so hopefully they can do the full thing against the Lions. But that'll be an interesting game because those two teams are close.
Dolphins, Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
The pessimist in me wants to pick the Dolphins.
I don't blame you.
Go
ahead.
I mean, dude, it just depends on Gonzo. Like,
Yeah.
I think if Gonzo's available, I pick us. If not, I think it's like a real 50-50. And right now, I mean, Gonzo isn't practicing. Now we did cut DJ James the other day, which gave me hope that he would.
Jabril Peppers is on the Steelers now.
Yeah, and Cole Strange is on the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Former first-round pick.
So
I don't know. I really do think it depends. If Gonzo is available, I'd definitely pick us. If not, then I'll pick us just because I'm a fan. But if I wasn't a Patriots fan, I would probably pick Miami.
I'm a fan as well. I want to pick us. I really do. But then I look at that we struggle in Miami.
Typically, we struggle in Miami every.
Yeah, but Miami are so bad right now. I think they're really.
I know they are.
Oh,
but here's the thing. Tua has never lost against the Patriots in his career.
Records are there to be broken, First time for everything.
I know. So I'll pick us, but I know the Dolphins are going to win this game.
All right.
King.
I got Miami in overtime.
Oh.
Overtime.
Yeah.
I don't see this game going overtime, bro. I see either team winning it in normal time, to be honest with you.
I just think you'll cancel each other out for the most part.
Fair, because we don't like to go for it in overtime. We like to punt it on fourth down every single time. Weird. Saints 49ers. I'm gonna go 49ers. I think 49ers win this game.
See, this is another thing. I know George Kittle's out, but now Brock Purdy's in danger of missing this game too. And the 49ers backup right now is Mac Jones.
Oh no!
So I'll say this. If Brock Purdy plays, give me the 49ers. If Brock Purdy does not play,
Man, have some faith in Big Mac, bro. Come on. Give me Mac Jones.
So you're gonna go for the 49ers?
100%. Give me Mac Jones. That's my guy.
Sure. Okay.
I need Mac Jones to be good, man. Please. Give me one
King?
good game.
King.
Yeah, I'll go San Fran. 49ers.
So Justin, you saying San Francisco for now?
Sure. Raphael is like, yeah, come on, dude. Just show faith.
Give Mac Jones one more chance. What could possibly go wrong?
That he sucks as worse than that he did in
Oh,
Jacksonville.
no.
We've got the New York guys.
Bills in New York. Oh, this is easy.
Jets against the Bills. Buffalo's in New York.
No,
Bills,
this is
100%.
easy.
I'm gonna go Bills. Bills win easy.
Yeah, Bills Mafia.
Steelers, Seahawks. I'll go Steelers. Home win. Steelers tend to make the playoffs just about every single year. I don't know why. I don't know how. They just tend to scrape it in. Probably gonna say Steelers. Steelers to win this game.
I don't know
What do you
about this one.
DK,
man.
this is in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
And DK Metcalf is returning to Seattle.
No. Excuse me. It's in Pittsburgh. Sorry.
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
either way, he's playing against his former team.
What are you man saying though? I'm gonna go with Steelers home win.
Is this Steelers Seahawks?
Yeah.
Or
Seahawks, yeah. Raphael, what was your prediction for the Jets Bills again? You said Bills, yeah.
yeah, I said Bills.
And King, you said Bills as well, yeah.
Yeah, Bills Mafia.
Steelers, Seahawks. I'm gonna go Steelers just to edge it. Just about.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Aaron to win.
Jesus Christ.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh man. I'm gonna be the oddball here, and give me the Seahawks on this one.
Okay. Raphael.
Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Okay. Titans, Rams. Rams for me. I'm gonna go Rams. Cooper Cup.
Cooper Kupp is on the Seahawks.
Oh, is he? He
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah, he's on the Seahawks now this year.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that. Crap, wasn't following that. That's my bad, people. But either that, I'm gonna go Rams anyways. I'm gonna go LA Rams anyways to win this one. Titans, Rams.
I got Rams as well, but
Rams
Cam Ward's gonna ball out in this game. I can already tell.
King and Raphael, what are you guys saying?
Yeah. Is it this Titans Rams?
Yeah, Titans,
Yeah.
Rams. Yeah.
Give me Rams.
King.
No, give me the Titans. Cam Ward season. Let's go.
Cam Ward was not good last week. I will say that. He needs more help, that's for sure. The Titans skill positions are not good, but he did not look good. Again, it's only week 1, so a lot of time. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's bad, just to be clear. Just he struggled week 1, that's for sure.
Cardinals, Panthers.
Give me Carolina.
Cardinals at home.
Yeah, I think Carolina.
Just give me the home team, Cardinals.
Justin.
I don't think Carolina wins this game. Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cardinals as well. I'm gonna go Cardinals on this one. Colts, Broncos. Colts at home again. I'm gonna go Colts. Colts look good. What are you man saying?
Look, Indiana Jones had a good first week against the Dolphins, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's the meme. No, that's the meme now because they had Daniel Jones starting and they're calling him Indiana Jones. So,
Um,
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think
Justin, why?
I don't think Indiana Jones can beat Bo Nix this coming week. So I'm gonna go Broncos and give me J.K. Dobbins to score 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, give me Broncos 100%. I mean, Bo Nix looked awful last week, and they still won. So
King,
they're a really good team.
King, your prediction?
Give me Indiana Jones.
Say.
See, he picks up on it.
I'm gonna go Indiana as well. We already predicted the Chiefs against the Eagles, Vikings, Falcons. Vikings to win at home.
Give me
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah,
Vikings.
Vikings.
Justin,
Yeah, Vikings. I really don't care for this primetime game.
2 Monday Night Football games. We got the Texans against the Bucks. That's gonna be a good game to watch, actually.
Buccaneers.
Yeah. This one will be close, but I
CJ Stroud versus
Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield. And obviously Mike Evans. They just scraped past the Falcons though.
Yeah, but the Buccaneers are gonna destroy them because
I'm gonna go Texans. Texans might just about do it. Don't know why. Sorry. What were you gonna say again, bro?
I was gonna say the Buccaneers are gonna destroy them because they don't know about their wide receiver. Joe Mixon is out for another 3 weeks. So no, I'm going Buccaneers on this one.
Yeah. Give me Buccaneers. Give me Buccaneers. What are you two saying? What are you two saying about this?
I know Raphael said Buccaneers as well.
Yeah, I would take Bucks. I think the Falcons are better than I thought they would be. And Michael Penix actually looked decent last week, but overall, I would still go with.
Where's the Buccaneers Texans?
Yeah, Buccaneers and Texans.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said Michael Penix.
Well, no, because you're right, Raphael. Because the Buccaneers did play Michael Penix.
Yeah, because they played
week.
last week. God damn it. No, I would. Sorry, I'm so confused. I'm keeping up with the news right now. Atlanta play. We already did Atlanta, right? Who did?
Yeah,
they play?
we all picked the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings, and then I would take Bucks over.
The Texans.
Yeah, over the Texans. Even though the Texans are good, but I like this Bucks team a lot.
What about you, Kane?
I'm gonna go with the Texans. I just have a feeling.
Okay.
Buccaneers, then I guess. I might as well go Buccaneers. I don't know. Justin, you mentioned the injuries that the Texans might have. I'll go Buccaneers. Roughly, you said Buccaneers as well.
Yeah.
What are you saying? And
Yeah.
King, you said Texans.
He's a
Yeah,
Texans.
Texans. Yeah, Texans.
Okay. Last but not least, Raiders against Chargers. Raiders at home. I'm gonna go Chargers to win this game. Chargers. I know Raiders had a good opening week, but not always do you have a good opening weekend.
I'll let Raphael and King go first on this one.
King, you can go.
I'm gonna go with the team that beat the Patriots. Give me the Raiders.
They'll get a reception back at home.
I'll take the Chargers. The Raiders are better than I thought they'd be, and I think they're better than most people thought they'd be. But I don't think they have the talent to match up, especially if Herbert plays again like he did last week. Then
So okay. So 2 things can go here. Justin Herbert can look like the Justin Herbert from last week, and throw three touchdowns again, one to Keenan Allen, or the Raiders can expose Justin Herbert, and Geno Smith can be the Geno Smith that didn't play well in Seattle. So, screw it. You know what? Give me the Chargers, but I do think Ashton Genty gets his first 2 career touchdowns in this game.
I'll go Chargers. So one of you going Raiders, 2 of you going Chargers.
That would be Kane. Kane went
Yeah,
Raiders.
King went Raiders.
Wait,
I'll
how's the Chargers run defense?
Good.
They were good on defense.
They're good.
Yeah. I mean, Jim Harbaugh teams are kind of built on defending the run and running the ball. So
No, I'll stick with Raiders, even though
I knew it.
I'll stick with the Raiders.
So three of us going Chargers, one of you going Raiders.
Pretty much, yep.
Raphael, you saying Chargers, yeah?
yeah, Chargers.
All right. Cool. Anyways, guys, I think that brings us to the end of our show. Anything you want to say before we close out? Anything before we close out?
Yeah, I'll say something.
Okay.
Expect the Eagles to make a statement win against the Chiefs.
I hope so.
I hope
I
they go 0-2. We're gonna end their franchise and end their dynasty.
I am curious what happens with the, because it is entirely feasible that the Chiefs go 0-2, and I don't know the exact number, but hold on, let me see if I can find it.
No, that's okay.
Hold on, where is this?
Yeah. We're doing it for the real Casey Jason. Let's go.
In NFL history, there are 279 teams. Okay, the article's jumping around. I'm trying to. 279 teams have started 0-2 between 1990 and 2023. Of those, only 11.5% made the playoffs. Now, like that is still 1 in 10, but generally, you kind of got to start at least 1-1 to make the playoffs.
Mm.
But I do wonder how it's going to affect the Chiefs' chances, you know? Because, I mean, obviously they're still good enough to make it, but they don't have an easy schedule. And again, 0-2 is like, you have a 9 and 10% chance of missing the playoffs entirely.
Fair enough. Justin, you want anything before we close out?
Yeah, I got one thing to add. Drake May,
Go on,
don't be an ass this week, please.
Oh, please. Yeah.
I pray. But I think Drake will have a good game. He'll have a good game. But the Patriots offense might let him down again. King?
Yeah.
I think we want anything.
I think he went first on the out and into.
Yeah.
No.
I said what I said.
Share your channel up, bro.
Oh yeah, African King Academy. I'm gonna be doing watch longs over the weekend. I'll watch some NFL games. Actually, while we're here, I've actually got some of the games that I am gonna watch on the watch along. I'm definitely doing the Commanders versus the Packers. I'm obviously gonna do
the Eagles Chiefs. Definitely do Eagles Chiefs.
Eagles Chiefs is definitely gonna be a part of that. I'm going to check out the Browns Ravens. I want to see that one. I want to see that 1-2 punch live. And then, yeah, I'll just, watch highlights for the rest. But, yeah, those are the 3 ones that I'm actually, really interested in for the next weekend. And, yeah, man, hoping for some more good football. But it's not the real one. But, I still enjoy it. It's the American one.
Fair enough. Anyways, guys, we are going to close out here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone who's watched. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the video. Make sure you guys sub to the channel. We're 1 sub away from 435 subs. If you guys could sub, let's go. Let's get there, people. And appreciate you guys for being here. Next week, I think we'll do same time again next week. You guys down to do same time again next week?
I think so, yeah.
So we'll do weekly shows, same time next week. I think we're good with that. But anyways, lads, we're out. We're gonna close out here. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe. Go Patriots.